quick little video here. Might be so quick. Um, you know, I've been on this website since about May of 2009. Uh, I know I said this might be my last. It might be my last video and the last video, but I've just got some things I want to get off my chest because no one listens. Uh, Something of note is I just want to know what the heck's going on with the internet. You know what the heck's going on this year? Well, these last couple years, really. A lot of the YouTubers I've watched, Review Tech USA, Silent Rob, a few others, they've all just went downhill. They've just all went downhill. Review Tech USA nuked his channel and started like getting into e-drama, turned into like a Boogie 2988 type figure. That's a whole other story too. And a person by the name of Silent Rob turned into a massive hypocrite, turned into a fentanyl junkie, had a mind break. You know, it's just really fucking weird. Um, Something he called out years ago. He called out drug addicts and whatnot. And then he turned into one himself. Massive hypocrite. Massive hypocrite. And then he ends up attacking people because he put his old content behind a paywall that was free for years. And I'm just sitting here like, first of all, motherfucker, your content isn't worth $8. If your fans wanted to support you, they would. But your content isn't worth $8. So you shouldn't be trying to put it behind a paywall. Let your fans have their content. Let your fans have their content that they grew up with in some cases. You can delete your channel if you want. That's fine too. But don't try to monetize your content that was free for years. Your content ain't that good. Kind of the same with Review Tech USA. He used to be really cool too. And it all started to go downhill after like the J Hoofy thing from 3 kilobytes, which he was affiliated with them for years. And then drama ensued, and he tried to fire Jay, his editor, and he did fire Jay. It's a whole thing. And then just the Boogie 2988 situation, which 10 years ago, if you were to tell somebody that, they'd call you crazy. Um, but Review Tech USA went off the deep end. Um, Silent Rob went off the deep end. Boogie 2988 is a laughing stock. And I'm just sitting here thinking, how did we get here? How did we get here? Is this just how things are gonna be from here on out? You know, and there's one thing I gotta get off my chest. Gamergate. 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 Now I will admit I was a fool. I was a fool. You know, and it was sorry my sister messaged me. It was a foolish decision to go along with it because I was a dumbass kid and thought it was something that it clearly wasn't. You know, now it's just a political thing, and the thing is, it caused all this other crap. It caused all this other crap, and I don't think that we ever recovered really. And then that leads me to wonder what happened to YouTube, man. You know, when I started this, it was like YouTube broadcast yourself. That's kind of the feeling I try to keep in mind. You know, it was YouTube broadcast yourself. It was that slogan. It wasn't the sanitized version of YouTube. Now, did it have its problems and questionable content? Yeah, it did. You know, I was part of the old school Let's Play or walkthrough community. We didn't call them Let's Plays back then. That was honestly more of a British thing. We didn't call them Let's Plays. But it's like, dude, what happened to this website? I used to have like my own community. There was Poshtosh 45, Soul News, Brittany Able, Capcom Girl 1995, Halloween 4545, Necroscope 86, Bash 12349 still around. Thank God. You know, Darkside Phil before he turned into a. Well, he's always been kind of a scrub, but I was too young to see it at the time. Darkevka's still around, you know, but all these other guys, Zombie Nate's gone, Gears of Chainsaw's gone, people I ran around with, they're all gone. I'm the only one left. I think Kylios is still around. Doubt it, but I'm the only one left. And I stopped doing like walkthroughs 3 years ago now. You know, because it just wasn't fun anymore. No one watches the stuff. No one watches my stuff. And I'm fine with that. Nobody watches my stuff. This is my personal thing, you know? It's just, where the hell, where did everybody go? You know? I know they got their own lives now. They're living their lives, and I hope they're doing well. You know, I've got my own life going on in that town, too. I don't solely devote my life to video games as much anymore. I still play them. I still enjoy them heavily because they give me freedom ever since I was a kid. But it's like everything's gone now. Everyone's gone. Soul News is gone. A really cool YouTuber from Brazil. Gears of Chainsaw's gone again. Necroscope 86 is gone. I think Halloween 4545 is gone. Manga Minx does different content, you know. Vash is still around doing what he does. Thank God he's still around, you know. But it's like Chrono Gear, he's gone. Uh, well, I don't know if he's gone. I think he moved completely over to streaming. But what happened, man? And I think I know the answer. It's money and it's politics. Alpha Omega Sin's gone because he couldn't say the F word, you know. He couldn't say fuck on stream and make money. YouTube should never be a career. I'm going to say that now. Unless you're really good at it and you're good with money. Most people are not good with money. That's the whole thing. Most people aren't good with money at all. So YouTube shouldn't be your career. Always have a backup plan. For instance, I made a comic book. Got it published through Caliber Press. You know? Then Diamond Distributors kind of fell through. I don't want to make a career in comics. Not after this stuff, because I still hadn't got paid. Because the distributor kind of went bankrupt. I don't know when I'm going to get paid. And I got to pay the artist. And I got to figure out a way to pay my co-writer. You know, and then myself. And then I got to move on from that. I don't know how that's going to go. You know? This should be a hobby. Unless you have a personality and a business plan, it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. This platform's changed. This site's changed. I remember back when YouTube used to have friends lists, for Christ's sake. You would have groups and you would have friends lists, and you would have video responses. And all these YouTubers I liked watching when I was in my mid-teen, like early mid-teens, early to late 20s, they're all crazy or gone, except for Vash. He seems to be the only uh, perennial, like, straight shooter nowadays. Now he's grown up, he doesn't say shit that he used to, but he's still around. He's still a cool guy. Talk to him from time to time. I just, everything after I would say everything after 2014 just kind of made everything go downhill. Just makes me think, where is everybody? My old walkthrough group's gone. My own little circle. The AMV people moved on. You know, like I think it was like Resident Evil Biohazard and like Tricell 90 and Brittany Able and Capcom Girl 1995, the AMV group I hung out with for a long time. And then they went away, and it's just not fun anymore. And people want to make this a job now. People want to make this a career, and most people aren't good at this type of thing, nor are they good with money. And then there are those that are mad that the algorithm doesn't allow them to say what they want because they can't monetize it. Live on principles, man. Stay true to yourself. To hell with the money. Don't make this a career if that's what you're worried about. It's it's nuts, you know. The internet is lunacy. That's what I believe in. It's lunacy, especially nowadays. And I think it all stems from 2014 and the Gamergate fiasco, which I'm ashamed to admit I believed. I believed that it was over ethics in game journalism, but it ended up being a political. It ended up being a political shit show, and it reverberated, and it caused so many problems. And now you get like VTuber channels that are independent. The ones that aren't independent, like the V Shoujos and whatnot, they're all right. But you get the independent ones that think they know what the gaming industry goes through. They think they know the issues facing the gaming industry when they don't. It's just a headline that they go into. And then there are those that think they know social issues and what they entail, and they don't. They don't. They like to have an opinion, but they're not informed on it. They're not informed on it, so they just say shit, and that feeds the fire. You know, it's nuts. It's nuts, and it comes back to that. It comes back to that. It's just strange, man. So freaking strange. And if I could go back and stop it, I would, because prior to like 2014, YouTube was an alright place. We didn't like the changes to like channel layouts, and you couldn't like look at comments and everything like that. You couldn't do instant messaging anymore. it became less like a social media platform, which you could argue it was back then, and now it's just sterilized and it's just not fun. And people shouldn't make a career out of it if they're scared to lose that money. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is the YouTube I knew's gone. My community is gone. And I had to delete my content back in my original content back in 2012. Those are memories I won't get back because I did something. Yeah, it's not that I did something. It was just life. It was just life at the time. Man, I just miss everybody, I guess. I miss I miss having a community. And it's so hard to build now because you're barely even seen. You're barely even seen, and unless you got this highly edited content and whatnot, no one cares. No one cares. It's all free form. And that's something I never latched on to. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. Comment if you want, like if you want. It's all up to you at the end of the day.